A woman found guilty of manslaughter in 2022 is applying for resentencing under the Oklahoma Survivors Act.
Taisha Long claims she's a domestic violence survivor, adding it led to her shooting and killing a 55-year-old man at a Bricktown hotel in 2020. Fox 25's David Chazanoff joins us live. David, if this application is approved, what would the rest of her sentence look like?
Adam Wendy, her attorney tells me if it's approved, she would only have to spend 10 more years in prison for what happened here at the Hilton in 2020. Now, that's a big difference considering she was initially sentenced to 27 years.
What do you need?
He just tried to attack me. Hurry up!
I'm so sorry that this happened.
An anonymous woman staying at the Hilton that morning told Fox 25 she heard loud noises on the 8th floor, which is where Oklahoma City police officers said they found 55-year-old Ray Brown dead.
Did he leave the property?
No, he can't leave. I shot him right in the middle of his chest. He just tried to attack me.
He did lose his life. She cried and was terrified and told everyone to check the cameras. I know he was threatening my life.
Attorney Colleen McCarty says her client Taisha Long had been granted a protective order against her ex-boyfriend more than a year before the shooting.
He ultimately ended up putting his hands on her several times. There was a lot of violent choking, and then he ended up throwing her down the stairs when she was pregnant with his child and she lost the baby. Records show Long also sued Brown for auto negligence 6 months before the homicide. There was a vehicular assault when he crashed his car into her car after chasing her. McCarty says despite the legal proceedings against him, Brown reached out to Long, asking for his apartment key back. She agreed to give it back to him at the Hilton where he was staying.
That's all I was trying to do is give him his key. He tried to attack me.
He got upset that she was texting people. They got into a verbal altercation. She ended up leaving and goes to the elevator bank, and he chased her out with hands out, and she always had a gun on her because of protection, and she ended up shooting him. Court documents reveal pictures of Long's injuries from that day. Long was convicted of first-degree manslaughter in 2022 and sentenced to 27 years in prison. Her best chance is the Survivors Act. She could get it reduced to 15 years or less, but even in that case, she's only been in for 5. She could still end up serving 10 more years. Her request to apply for resentencing under the Oklahoma Survivors Act comes as the Oklahoma House floor just recognized Lisa Moss, the first woman freed under this law. Now, McCarty says she's not sure when the judge will respond to this request, though she adds that could take a month or so, something to keep an eye on there. Reporting live in Oklahoma City, David Chazanoff, Fox 25 News.